Today we're going to be making one-pot Cajun chicken and sausage pasta. I'm Andrea with Joe & Sons Olive Oils, and thank you for joining me at the table. We're here to show you how to use your infused olive oils and balsamic vinegars to make simple, easy, everyday meals. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've just got my pot here. I'm kind of heating it up a bit. It's on medium heat. So I'm just going to cut my onion here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get our onion in the pan, but first we have to add our chipotle olive oil. Now this is going to add a little bit of heat to the dish. If you don't want to add any additional heat, you can use our smoked olive oil, even our garlic olive oil. And if you want some real heat, go ahead and use our cayenne chili or even bakludi green chili. So we're just going to go ahead and get that going. And just cut our pepper real quick. And this is all getting cooked in the same pan, so this can be kind of a rough chop. It's all going to get simmered down. There we go. Okay, so we've got the onions and garlic in our pan, and we're just going to cook those for a couple of minutes until they become tender and the onions become a little bit translucent. So giving them a quick stir. So the great thing about this dish, as I mentioned, it's a one-pot meal. So what happens is everything gets cooked, obviously, in one pot. There's very little cleanup. And then the pasta goes into there and cooks directly in the chicken broth. So we don't have to add any heavy cream. The starch from the pasta will actually cook down, make it a little bit creamy. And then the only cream that you're going to add is a little bit of cream cheese. So those are cooking there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add in my cubed chicken breast. I've cut those in about 3/4 inch pieces. And I'm also adding some smoked sausage. And we're just going to brown those a little bit. The chicken doesn't have to be cooked all the way through because they're going to continue to cook in the sauce. So turn my heat up just a little bit. And here we're going to go ahead and add some seasonings. I've got 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasonings. You can certainly make your own, but it's quite easy just to buy an already prepared one. Oh, and we almost forgot our garlic. We're going to go ahead and add that as well. Next, we're going to add 1 can of fire-roasted tomatoes with the juices. Make sure, if you do, again, some of them have added heat to them, like chili peppers and things like that. Now, if you like that heat, go for it. I'm also going to add 2½ cups of chicken broth. And to that, we're going to add 1/2 pound of pasta. I'm using farfalle. You could use whatever fun pasta that you would like to use. And we'll give that a stir. It's going to come to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it, and we're going to simmer it for about 15 minutes. I'm going to check it at about 10, but we're going to simmer it until that pasta starts to become tender and al dente. Our pasta and protein and vegetables have all been simmering in this pot, so we're just going to give it a quick little taste and check on it for seasoning. So I'm just going to take a little bit here. Almost perfect, needs just a pinch of salt and maybe a little bit of pepper. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to add the creaminess to it. So what's nice about this is you're not adding a whole bunch of half and half, so it's not a real heavy dish. So I've got 1/2 block of cream cheese, which is 4 ounces, and we're just going to go ahead and add that in and stir it up. And I'm kind of breaking up the cream cheese into little tiny chunks with my spoon here. And so all of this creates this lovely little sauce with these great, wonderful Cajun or New Orleans style flavors. So this is a great dish that you can, of course, make any day of the week, but also especially during maybe Mardi Gras or times like that. It's also good to, you can not use Cajun seasonings, change up whichever oil you're using, and make all sorts of different variations and make a creamy pasta dish. So you would maybe want to use regular diced tomatoes instead of the fire roasted ones. So here we've got, it looks like our cream cheese is pretty much all melted. So we're just going to go ahead and plate things up. Ooh, it's looking good and smelling delicious. All right, so we've got a bowl here. Want to get some of those yummy bits of sausage and that pasta. And then we want to add a little freshness to this. So we're going to add a little bit of green onion right on top and some fresh chopped parsley. And now it's time for the taste. Perfect. Just the tiniest kick of heat from the Cajun seasoning, but not too much. And wonderfully creamy without being heavy. Just delicious. I'm Andrea with Joe & Sons Olive Oils. Thank you for joining me today at the table. If you'd like to see recipes like this and others, check out our website at joeandsonsoliveoils.com.